Hi, Angie.
Hi, Pat.
Hi. I think I would ask you to maybe introduce yourself a little bit, who you are and what you do, and then really go into this exciting project that you and Barbara are creating.
Okay, well, thank you. So my name is Angie Blanchard, and I've been a Marianne supporter for, many years, but was active in her 2020 campaign, and then saw that she was running again, was incredibly excited, and just activated, inspired by her campaign. And what I started to notice is what my perception is, and many people here's, I believe, is a media minimization, or a sort of like a blackout of her campaign. And you start talking to voters, and people that know her, love her, are very supportive of her typically. And then other people don't even know she's running. And I think that is on purpose. And I said, we've got to do something about that. And we need to do something that will get attention. So here I can go ahead and read the press release that went out just the other night. Activists call for fair media coverage of Marianne Williamson for president. Local women strip down and rise up to protest media blackout of the campaign. As Marianne writes and says frequently, today Americans are living at the behest of a tyrannous economic system that puts the short-term profit maximization of huge multinational corporate entities before the health and well-being of our people, the people of the world, and the planet that we live on. And such is the crisis we find ourselves in, and that we must now transform. That is a direct quote from Marianne. So with this in mind, us ladies are planning on, we'll be at Campus Martius in downtown Detroit, January 26th. So that's a Friday, 3:30 p.m. And as we mentioned, we're going to strip down and rise up for Marianne to raise awareness of the presidential campaign. So it is both a protest and a rally. We're protesting what we've seen as this blackout of her campaign, or at best, it's really a minimization, a mischaracterization of her ideas and talking points. Someone would have to ask, if somebody is not hitting a nerve, why attack her? That would be my question. So clearly she's a powerful woman with a powerful message. And this not paying attention to her by the local and national media, it continues despite her polling 12%, 13% from very much a grassroots campaign. You'll notice attention paid perhaps to Republicans like Nikki Haley, who are bringing in those numbers. But when it comes to Marianne, quite often it's crickets, and we're not going to remain silent about that. This is our democracy. So from our perspective, Marianne Williamson is the best candidate for the presidency. And that's based not only on her deep understanding of the root causes of the issues that we are facing, but also on her extensive platform. And you can find that www.marianne2024.com. So you'll see the 10-point economic bill of rights, and that pulls from the legacy of Franklin and Eleanor Roosevelt, as well as her ideas for the creation, we've talked about this a little bit, U.S. Department of Children and Youth and the Department of Peace. So we stand with Marianne Williamson that the president should model integrity first and foremost, and character with conviction while they're addressing these issues: climate change, criminal justice reform, gun safety, food safety, universal health care, reparations, reproductive justice, student loan debt, Social Security, and the rights of marginalized populations, and so on. Again, you'll find that Marianne2024.com, her extensive and well thought out, well researched platform. Another quote by Marianne Williamson: I want to be president because this country needs to make an economic U-turn. You'll hear her talking about that. Over the last 48 years, this is according to the Rand Corporation, $50 trillion has been transferred from the bottom 90% of Americans to the top 1%. $50 trillion is a number I don't even think that we really can grasp and conceptualize. But again, $50 trillion transferred to the top 1%, and the system that effectuates and perpetuates that kind of income and opportunity inequality is not going to change itself. That is a quote from Marianne. She also writes on her website, "This is not a time for politics as usual, for politics as usual has failed us, and to lead us at this time of peril, the best man for the job is a woman." So we know this media blackout continues at the peril of our democracy, and we intend to join Marianne Williamson on her mission to disrupt the corrupt. So thank you.
Angie, thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
I got a question, because Marianne has supporters of all ethnicities and genders. How can everybody support the strip down on the 16th, you know?
So you can join us next Friday, the 19th, for an informational session. So that'll be at 5:30. And we're going to talk about, you know, what we're going to do, what we're going to wear, what we're not going to wear. And the event is January 26th, again, 3:30 p.m., Campus Martius. If you want to participate in the protest, in the rally, you can join us. If you want to be a driver, if you want to, you know, hold space for peace and support us, if you want to come cheer us on, we are open. If you want to hold coats, we are open to that.
Thank you. Thank you. 26, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I got your message, Angie, and you know that I will be there. I was talking with everybody earlier. I want all women to understand. I have seen some really outrageous reactions to this. And I want all women to understand first, of all ages, that what we're doing is empowering a woman through women with ourselves as we choose to use it. You have used our boobs forever. Now we're going to use them. All right? It doesn't have nothing to do with feeding you right now. It don't have nothing to do with titillating you right now, pun intended. We choose to use our boobs to do this. I am a survivor. I have gone through trauma since I was a very little girl, a toddler, up into childhood, and even to teenager. So I'm ready to actually go there like you going there, all right? But we all need to come together and support you. So I will be there. I don't know what I will hold. I will hold your coats. I'll drive if somebody wants me to drive, but I will do whatever because I support your right to do this because of the media blackout. This guy, Axel Springer, I started, you saw on our thread, I started looking him up. You know, why does he keep going after Marianne? Politico. Well, he's owned by some German guy, bought Politico, and he has major sway over the consensus right now. So what we have to do is something, one, that's going to get media attention, one that's going to take back our power. And if women don't own the power of our own body, who the hell should?
Exactly. Our bodies get used to sell razors and cars and everything in between. And so we choose to use that as a way to draw attention to her platform. Again, in a way that, you know, a professional campaign isn't going to do, but we can do it, and that's not going to stop us. So
right. And one of the first questions people ask is, and I forgot, you know, I am on staff, so I couldn't do it if I wanted to. But one of the things people ask, oh, does Marianne know about that? Well, yeah, she does. Okay. She doesn't want it to have any part of her campaign.
No, it was my idea.
Okay, we can understand that. I mean, she knows about it.
Right,
you know?
right. But it was totally,
you see,
our idea, grassroots idea, I should say.
Right. So nobody is doing anything. What Step in America is about, and I explained this to people on another call not too long ago. That's why we started Step in America, so that people, so radical advocates of Marianne, you know, Marianne 2020, Marianne 2024, could have a place where they could do their thing, you know, in support of Marianne. We will never do anything that will not support her. We will not do anything that will not support other progressive candidates. And I believe in this, and I believe that this is one that will do it. I fully support it, and I will be there some kind of way. I'll be there. And you've inspired a movement that I can only do, is only two people can do this movement that I want. Unless there's a woman who's with you guys who looks like Marianne. It's called Slap LB. We need Marianne to just slap the hell out of me so that we can get attention like Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Right.
At the end of the day, we need to find a way to get attention because they won't give it to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So we need to revert to these kinds of things because you won't give us attention, and damn it, we're going to get it. So,
you said revert to these kinds of things, but I would say that we're not reverting. What we're doing is modern peaceful protest.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm saying that we have to go to this level of radical action that
Yes.
they don't have to go through to get the same amount of attention. We shouldn't
yes.
have to. All
No, we
Trump has to
shouldn't.
do is fart, and he's on the 6 o'clock news.
I don't think
But
Marianne's
we
going to
gotta
fart
go
for a video.
all out of bounds just to get some modicum of attention. And we shouldn't have to. Because Marianne is brilliant and profound.
You'll hear
enough.
Marianne talk about no movement started without, a small group of citizens. Well, that's also Margaret Mead quote, I believe. A small group of citizens is the only thing that ever changed anything in the world. So that's where we're at. Of course, yeah, peaceful but powerful protest.
Thank you so much, Angie.
All right, thank you.